Okay. Hi, Shashanti. I'm so sorry that I've confused you. I don't mean to do that. If you look at this with me, if you pull it up or if you're watching it with me, you'll see that it has the directions, but just skip those. I'm going to explain it to you. All of these things are the things that you're not allowed to do in your writing. So we have to fix those things, okay? So you can't start a sentence with for, and, or but. So if a sentence begins with that, you have to change it. Usually you can just delete it. Don't use things, any of the personal pronouns like you, us, we, or our, because it implies that you know your writer or your reader, or that you're including them. So we want to avoid that. And then all of these are dead words. They're words that we use too much. So we need to change those. We need to find better words. So you can use the thesaurus, which if you go up here to your opening here where this plus sign is, right here, you can go ahead and click on that, and then you can type in, I think thesaurus is hard to spell, so I just go dictionary.com, and then up here is thesaurus.com, and I click on that, and it brings up the thesaurus. So if I'm trying to replace a word, I can just type in a word that I don't understand, like, not that I don't understand, but one that I'm not allowed to use, like good. So I'm just going to type in good. And then it's going to pull up a bunch of words that I can put in there. And not all of them are going to be okay. Not all of them are good. Not all of them will work. So you just got to find one that works and that works better than what you'd already been using. Okay, so that's how to fix the dead words. Then if I scoot back over here, where is it? All right. So then you can't mix. Fix your spelling, which I should do as well because obviously I just spelled that wrong. So you want to correct those, like those dailies we did, like with there, and two and two. Anything that's spelled incorrectly, you want to fix those. Okay. Always write in the past tense. So if we're writing, we wouldn't want to write, I am going to go to the store, but I used to get yogurt. So today I used to get yogurt or whatever. We want to keep it all in past tense. So instead of saying I am going to the store, we would want to say I was going to the store. I used to get yogurt. And then we wouldn't say today. We would say I did get yogurt. Okay. And a lot of these are, the subject is plural and the verb is plural. So if we have dogs, let's say dogs is our subject, okay, and our verb is jump, right? So if we say a dog jumps, we say the dog jumps. In that particular case, the word doesn't change, but in to be verbs like am, is, are, was, were, all those things, it changes. So if I've said I am happy, okay, and I was talking about a group of people, I wouldn't say they am happy. I would say they are happy. So that's where you want to make sure that your subject, which is I or they, if it's plural, I is one person, they is a group of people, you want to make sure that the subject and the verb, that's the word or the thing that's being done, is agreeing. So if you have a single subject, you want a single verb. If you have a plural subject, you want a plural verb. Okay? Don't use absolutes like never, always, all, because they don't usually they're not usually accurate. You can't use them really. Avoid contractions. So a contraction is a word with an apostrophe in it. Okay, so instead of saying cannot, you would write can't, which is fine when we're speaking, but when we're writing a formal essay, we want to make sure that we take our time to get rid of those things to show that, hey, I do care about this. Or even if it's a scholarship essay or it's a formal letter or anything like that, we want to make sure our writing is professional. And then the run-ons, comma, splices, and fragments, you'll hear those. Your ear will hear those, and it'll fix them. So then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and fix them. So what I've done is I've done this first one for you, Okay, so I just put down the prompt up here for you so you would know what the prompt was that I was responding to. So I wrote this essay, and it's a very bad essay, and I've written bad things in it so that we can correct it as a class. So the first thing I have is the first time I stepped on stage, I knew it is my destiny to be an actress. Okay, so here we have I stepped. Stepped is past tense, but is present, right? So like the way I tell people to do that is to go, today I blank, tomorrow I will, yesterday I. So if you said today I is, or today, that's not wrong, right? So the first time so yesterday, today I stepped, yesterday I stepped, tomorrow I stepped. Okay, so those don't all make sense. So what we want to do is we want to know that this is past tense. Usually if there's an ed on the end, it's past tense. So I think what I just said probably confused you, so just kind of erase that and then go from this point on. Okay, about the verbs. Okay, so when you're looking at a verb, we want to know when this was done. So when I said the first time I stepped on stage, okay, so am I doing the stepping on the stage right now? Or am I saying I'm going to do that in the future? Or am I saying it's something that I've done in the past? If I did it in the past, then it's past tense. Okay, so now I knew it is my destiny. Okay, I knew it is my destiny. I knew. So the word knew, okay, does that mean that it's something that I know right now? Is it something that I'm going to know? Or is it something I knew in the past? Okay, so that's where that little phrase that I got is today I know, right? Not today I knew. Okay, yesterday I know. Nope, that would be yesterday I knew. And future would be tomorrow I know. But it's actually tomorrow I will know. Whenever we use the future tense, we use will. Okay, so we know that that's past tense. So stepped is past tense, knew is past tense, but is present. So it's something that is being done right now. So we have to change that. So what I did is I highlighted the error, which is this, is, because it's a subject verb agreement issue. Okay, so if you don't know what it's called or anything like that, don't worry about it. You don't have to label that. Just find the error and fix it. Okay, but this whole thing, you're going to highlight it, and then you can go to a couple of things. You can, let's see, the toolbar. Let's see if I can find, okay, so you can go to format, text, and then strike through. And what that's going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to do this line where it strikes through the incorrection. You can also hit the Shift, Alt, and then the 5 key at the same time, and it will also do the same thing. Okay, then below it, that's where you want to write what the issue is. If you don't know what the issue is, just leave that blank and write, I don't know what the issue is, I just know it sounds wrong. Okay, and then fix it. The thing I care about is that you can recognize that this is an error and you know how to fix it. All right, so I'm going to skip down here and do one with you. Let's do number 8 together. Okay, so my heart skipped a beat as I waited for the cast list to be posted. Okay, so in this particular case, we have an error. Can you find it? Our verb is skipped. We have past tense. Waited, that's past tense. Posted, that's past tense. So it's not a verb problem, but there's something else wrong with it. And it's one that we probably would read over, especially if we were reading it out loud. But there's a spelling error. The spelling error is actually what's called a homonym. It's a word like there, and there. They sound the same, but it's spelled different. Can you find it? If you wrote down beet, you're correct, because this is the type of vegetable. Okay, so what you would do is you would go to format, text, strike through, okay, and then underneath it, you would write down homonym, beet, no, beet should be BEAT. Okay, and that's how you fix it. That's what you do with all of them. Okay. So it's coming up weird for me, like when I text it like this, when I wrote the text in. So I'm going to delete that. So you can go ahead and do that yourself so it doesn't look all weird. But anyway, that's how you do it. Okay. So if you do your best, the things I really care about is I want to know that you know what the error is. And if you read it, your ear will hear that it's a problem. You might not know what it's called. That's a whole step that's important, but not for this exercise. I want you to fix it. Those are the two things. What's the error? How do you fix it? Okay. I hope that helps. Why don't you drop me another private comment if it doesn't, or if you think you got it. And if you're like, I think I got it, but I'm not sure, I'm going to try it, then go ahead and just try it, because that's all I'm asking you to do. Okay. You can only do your best. And this whole remote learning thing, it's super hard. Okay. So I hope that helps you. And I hope to hear from you later to see if it was good or if it didn't help you. All right. Have a great night.